All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's D4 coming back to you again. As promised, I'm going to be releasing a lot of content and putting out in our Facebook group for people to check out and really understand and get a grasp of what we have our hands on. So what I'm going to break down is this: why is it that in our infrastructure, okay, you will never stop receiving money, and why this is a clear, straightforward path to whatever your goal is in ongoing residual cash flow. For many people, we want to know what your number is in terms of what your job or what your business may pay you, for the month. How much you receive in revenue for the month, or what is your monthly payout? Because we want to have that to be the first landmark where we can get your cash flow scaling and covering that amount to where whatever it's been used for, now you can have this cash flow covering that, okay? So that's the first goal that we typically like to set for people starting off. For many people, they want to get their mortgage payment covered. We want to get their car payments covered, their expenses and their bills monthly and annually. For a business, we want to cover your monthly and annual overhead expense, okay? So, and we want to provide a straightforward path. That's what this platform allows us to do. But I need you guys to understand why that is and why the path is clear. I like this photo here because in many other operations, I don't care if it's network marketing, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, all these other programs where people have to wait on cycling and rotation, guys are taking you on all kind of, loops and, turns. This here is a straightforward path. Straightforward, okay, to whatever your goal is. But let me show you on the board why. I like to keep things visual. So let me stop my screen share there. Before I do that, you guys get to understand what this is about too. So let me share my screen again. Let me go to here and move my way. I'm going to read this for us, okay? So we're heading up the global expansion of a digital wallet on the blockchain that behaves like PayPal and Cash App. We're currently looking for strategic partnerships to divert the billions of dollars that already exist in the digital wallet space into our ecosystem. Listen to this. The result of partnering with us means unavoidable, okay? Which means you cannot avoid nor move out of the way nor ignore money coming to us, ladies and gentlemen, okay? The result of partnering with us means unavoidable and scalable residual cash flow for anyone and everyone from this day forward. Zero skill set required, okay? And start receiving the cash flow you desire today. Got it? So it's mentioned that it behaves like PayPal and Cash App, okay? Now, no, we're not a wallet company per se, okay? But with this ecosystem, it allows us to receive unavoidable cash flow that we can't avoid or move out of the way of. And I want to show you why here. Now, understand, PayPal, in their ecosystem, or Cash App, or Crypto.com, or Coinbase, or a bank, whether if it's Wells Fargo, Citibank, Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, it don't matter, okay? Are they receiving from all the accounts in their ecosystem, or are they only receiving just from a few of them? Or are they only receiving just when a certain amount of them come involved? No, they are receiving from every last digital account that's affiliated, okay, with their ecosystem. Okay? And it's really the people that are sort of engineering the cash flow for them is us, bringing our business and our economic value for whatever the benefit that they are providing us. We are the one that is engineering the millions and billions of ongoing cash flow to those operations, but they're not sharing any of it with us, okay? Maybe they may give us some one-offs or, some type of, customer appreciation toy or trinket for, thank you for doing business with us. But never sharing the cash flow that we are generating for them, okay? Now, having said that, again, so PayPal receives from every account that opens up, okay? Every account that opens up. They just don't receive from a few. They receive money from all these accounts, okay, when a transaction takes place. All over the world, wherever PayPal is available, okay? Now, in our system, you are receiving from every account that opens up after yours. Now, listen to this. The reason why PayPal is able to receive, because it's already programmed and it's already fixed in their ecosystem to where if there's a sort of different types of transactions that take place, they have it already programmed in their system. When this business does this transaction, a business doing a transaction with PayPal, we have it already preset. We're going to receive a percentage of that transaction. It's already baked in, okay? So all they have to do is provide said consumers a benefit to come over to their platform. And when we do transactions and open up accounts, percentages are already set, okay? Anytime an account opens, okay? Percentages are already set, okay? Whether if it's a business, an individual, a community, a church, whatever, whoever uses PayPal, when you do a transaction, it already has percentages in, okay, where they're going to receive ongoing money, okay? And so when they got started by offering you and I $20, $5, $10, right, to come use their platform. And when we referred others, they gave us one-offs for referring others, okay? But we only received money with those that referred. But who was making the ongoing residual cash flow as transaction after transactions were taking place all over the world? Who was the ones receiving that money? PayPal. Folks, over here, we have a strategic plan of action as well. Over here, there are percentages, okay, with every account that opens up, okay? There are percentages as well over here. So anytime and every time an account opens up over here, okay, it's having cash flow. The money is coming to who? You. Understand, folks, this is happening for everybody in our operation platform here, okay? So then the key is, how do we, with strategic plan of action, continue to have accounts open up with it being doable for the masses to be able to succeed? That is the key. That is the key, because this platform was designed to benefit 100% of the population. Now, gotta go give you a little background here. Why we are not like network marketing. See, in network marketing, typically you have to build a sales force, even though you are referring others, because yes, a part of our plan of action is referring others, but not like you think. With network marketing, it's about building a sales force. It's about production. It's about hitting different pin levels and ranks. So it was mostly involved about bringing bodies. So let me get a grand number of people so I can go up the ranks, because as I was going up the ranks and hitting the pin levels, I was receiving the money. So it was sort of like an incentivized building a Salesforce type of infrastructure. That's why only a few people only were able to succeed. So this is a universal statistic. Network marketing has a less than 1% success rate. Now, some of you guys may not believe that, so let me share my screen. Y'all know documentation beats conversation, right? So I'm on this website, and this website I'm bringing up. Wait a second here. Research, 0.4% is network marketing success rate, worst industry, okay? Let me show you why, because I need to point this out. The reason why is because in MLM, there is no predictable income provided, okay? There is no predictable income provided. With gambling, there is no predictable income or result provided. With illegal pyramids, there is no predictable income provided. With small businesses, there is no predictable, okay? This is why the success rates are where they are. This is not Douglas Ford. This is all on the internet. You can go to Google or some website and get all this information yourself. Direct selling, okay? A lot of people do well in direct selling, but there again, okay? A lot of people don't have success because they don't like selling. They, are not good salespeople because you have to develop skill set in order to become successful. You have to get product knowledge in order to become successful. But let's go to this one where the green bar, because it has a 100% success rate. Y'all know what it is? It's called a wage job. Do you want to know why? It has a predictable income. So whenever there's a predictable income, okay, it caters to the masses of people to be successful. That's why a lot of people want a job, because I know when I put forth the work, the hours, whatever it is contractually agreed upon me being hired. I'm receiving whatever the paycheck is based on the hours. Of course, if I work salary, that's worked in, that you're receiving a paycheck either every week or every other week or every 1st and 15th or once a month, whatever it's set up with your job, wherever you work. The bottom line is, it caters to the masses becoming successful. And I've always been taught by multimillionaires, when you cater to the masses, you dine with the classes. Look at the opposite spectrum. Success rate here with a predictable outcome versus success rate here where the success rate is less than 1%. So basically that means, well, we'll just give them credit for 10%. That means if you put 10 people in front of MLM, one person is going to be successful. Put a person in front of something that provides a predictable outcome and look at the success rate. Guys, I need y'all to see why this platform is so incredible, man. Okay? Many of us are missing our blessing. We're staring at a clear, straightforward path to success for ourselves and anybody that we know. But I understand we have to divorce trepidation of maybe being involved in these things, or maybe hearing a lot of these things here today, gone tomorrow, where people may have lost money, they've been burned, they've been scammed, they've been having the rug pulled, all that stuff, okay? Some people have, put a societal consensus that, hey, it's only the people at the top that make all the money. The reason that is, I'll go here, speaking of that, because that allows me to transition right to here, is that this is businessforhome.org. It takes count of all the top income earners in MLM. And as you can see, you're seeing estimated monthly incomes of 1.5 million down to 500,000 a month. But as you can see, it's always the same, pretty much same faces. When you go from company to company to company to company to company, it's pretty much the same Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Black Panthers that are always gracing the stages, where 97% of folks are just clapping spectators to the same 3% that are always walking the stages. The reason that is, folks, right here, it doesn't cater to the masses to be able to succeed, okay? But when there is a predictable, ongoing, residual, passive opportunity, okay? These are the results that are there. Now, all we have to do is execute whatever it is the plan of action is, and we all, watch this, we all will be on a straightforward path. Now, let me go here. Let me let you guys see the percentages, okay? So this is the next thing I need to show you why, okay, no one will ever stop receiving money, okay? So notice here, I'm gonna count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everyone receives from 10 income stages is what they call it. And as you can notice, do you see percentages at every stage? Are y'all seeing that? So that means when accounts open here, I'm receiving 10%. When accounts open here, I'm receiving this. When accounts open here, I'm receiving that. 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 When accounts open here, you are receiving this. You are receiving this here, and you are receiving this here. So we are receiving from 10 income stages. Okay? This applies to everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Need you guys to understand this. So when I go to the board, it's going to bring it all and tie a bow on this for you. Okay? Now, let me go back. Let me start my screen share. All right. So I'm going to erase this. But I need you guys to understand, just like PayPal, all of any accounts that open up, it's going to have PayPal receiving. Now, what was PayPal's and them strategy for getting wallets to open up in the beginning? They were incentivizing paying, so they grabbed money from investors. They solicited investors with the concept and said, "Hey, we got this concept where we're going to change the game when it comes to peer-to-peer money transactions." Okay, where people don't have to go through all the strenuous qualifications and all the background processes in order for them to be able to facilitate money from business to business or people to people. Okay, so PayPal got unleashed. These investors first off dropped like 15 million in the beginning, so that they could pay people to come and use their platform. Hence, paying us $20, $10, $5. They were running out of money, but then they still believed in the concept. So they asked the investors for more money, and they end up investing 60 to 70 million more dollars. Now think about that. Why would these investors invest $60 to $70 without thinking about a return on investment? Fast forward to 2023, okay? That 60 and 70 million that they invested years ago, they're now $85 billion juggernaut. Now, we're not asking people with our platform to come off of 15 million, 60 million, okay? Because why? That don't cater to the masses, right? Think about it. That don't cater to the masses. But would it make sense, just hear this, would it make sense if PayPal was to rearrange their business, and they started from zero, and they said they offered me or you, if you come and open up a PayPal account, we're going to have you receive a micro percentage from every account that opens up after you from this day forward. Would you take PayPal up on that proposition? I believe you at this point watching this video are saying, Douglas, without question. Because think about it, folks. Right now, PayPal is having over 429 million digital accounts that are all over the world. And you're receiving, you may not have 429 million after you, but think about it. You are receiving from every digital account after you from this day forward. Please tell me you don't think they will let you have that type of situation for free. If you believe they will let you have that for free, stop this video right now. This ain't for you. But folks, we know PayPal is not going to do that because they want their investors. They want their shareholders. They want those individuals that invested 60 and 70 million to receive from the digital accounts in their ecosystem. Because they're going to have thousands of accounts open up this week. They're going to have thousands of accounts open up next week, the week after that, the month after that, and the month after that. And guess what? Is PayPal going to be receiving from all those digital accounts that come into their ecosystem? Yes, they are. Over here with our platform, folks, all the digital accounts that open up, with the hundreds that open up this week, when they open up after you, you're receiving from it. When thousands of digital accounts open up after you, you're receiving from it. When millions of digital accounts open up after you, you are receiving from it. But this is our plan of action. Our plan of action is everybody's doing 2 steps one time. The 2 steps are, you, of course, open up an account, and then everyone does 1 step and having 3 come right after them to do the same. So if everyone is having 3 come right behind them, do y'all see right with that statement how accounts never stop opening, and how accounts will never stop opening after you, and how accounts will never stop opening up after those 3 that you referred, because everybody is doing this. And as that's being done and duplicated, and everybody only having to do it 1 time, that 1-time execution that everybody does just once secures that accounts never stop opening after you from this day forward. And that also secures that accounts never stop opening after your 3 from the time they get involved from that day forward. And that secures that accounts will never stop opening after their team from the time they get involved from that day onward. Everybody, folks. Now, remember, we're all receiving from what? 10 income levels. Let me share it again. We're all receiving from 10 income levels, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everyone is receiving from 10 income levels after them. So it starts after them, right? Okay. The percentages are already there. So here's the beauty of this. So everyone's receiving from 10 income levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Y'all seeing that, right? Now, watch this. The brilliance of this is that you're receiving from 10 income levels. And anytime, hold on, I got to write these words. Any anytime, and every time. Okay. So what does anytime and every time mean? It means what it means, okay? Anytime and every time a digital account opens, 10 people prior are going to receive. So we all receive from 10 income levels after us. And when an account opens up, anywhere in the 10 income levels after us, it's going to be broken up and 10 people prior are receiving. So basically, folks, we're bringing our economic value over here. And as we do that, we're all doing it one time, where we're doing a one-time out of pocket. That's how the money comes into the ecosystem, by our payment, okay? And our payment gets broken up and 10 people prior receive. So watch this. So you are here receiving from every income level. So if an account opens up here, what's going to happen? 10 people prior are going to receive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oop, you're one of the 10. If when an account opens here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you're one of those 10. When an account opens here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you're one of the 10. When an account opens here, 1 up. You're one of the 10. When an account opens here, 1, 2 up. You're one of the 10. When an account opens here, bump, 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 up. You're one of the 10. When an account opens here, 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 here. Folks, this happens for everyone. Every time an account opens from this day forward, you and the person that invited you are going to be 2 of the 10 that receive from this day onward. Unavoidable, scalable, residual cash flow. You can't avoid it. You can't move out of the way of it. Okay. All you are required to do is select 3 others, friends, businesses, churches, whatever, that want to receive and have unavoidable cash flow just like this, where them and you and anyone are only doing an execution of 2 steps, one time. One time. So, did you guys get that? So why is the platform where we never stop receiving money? Because everyone receives from 10 income levels. There's percentages at each and every level. And anytime and every time an account opens, I'm always going to be one of the 10 that receives from every account that opens up after me. And those that I bring in, because I'm only having 3 come right behind me, that's all the work. So then, therefore, watch this. I need you guys to see the brilliance of this. So I need y'all to see the brilliance of this, because this row right here represents your 3. Okay? So that was the only personal responsibility that you were to do. And you received instantly from that. Now, everything else after that is independent of your involvement. But yet, you're receiving money every time. Why? Because every time an account opens, how many people receive? 10 prior. Folks, you can't move out of the way of it, Lord. So now, your 3 are doing this same thing, having 3 come after them. They're only doing it one time. Everybody just focusing on having 3 come after them. And everybody's going to receive in the same fashion, just like you are. Now look, okay? Your 3 are bringing in their 3. Each of them bringing in 3, okay? And so what happens? 10 people prior receive. This is happening independent of your involvement. Because now this is just your 3 doing their one-time execution. Then this row of folks are just doing a one-time execution, which is happening independent of your involvement, which is also happening independent of their involvement, which is also happening independent of their involvement. Okay? Now, this row of folks, each of them do their 3, okay? Which money goes up to all these people in line. And this happened what? Independent of their involvement. Independent of their involvement. Independent of your involvement. Then this next group of folks, what do? They bring in, each of them bring in 3, one time. They did it one time. They did it one time. They did it one time. This here was happening independent of their involvement. Independent of their involvement. This was happening independent of their involvement. This was happening independent of your involvement. But all y'all were receiving and scaling and receiving more money. Unavoidable. Then these row of people did what? Each of them had 3 come right behind each of them. They only do that one time. Here it is again. That was happening independent of all these people prior involvement. And yet, when those accounts opened up, they all received more money. These people on this row all had 3 come right behind each of them. That they did it what? One time. Which was happening independent of their involvement, 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 independent of your involvement. Cash flow was still coming again to everybody prior. This row of folks all did what? Brought in 3 right behind them. They only did that what? One time. More money went up in scale to everyone else prior, independent of their involvement. This group here did the same thing, had 3 come after each of them. All of them did it one time. All happening independent of all these people's involvement, including yours. And more money went to everybody again, increasing their monthly residual cash flow independent of their involvement. The next group of people, they all had 3 come after each of them. They just did it one time. All that happened independent of everybody's involvement prior. Everybody scaled to more cash flow independent of their involvement. Then these guys did the same thing. Each of them had 3 come after them. They just did it one time. All that was happening independent of their involvement. Independent of their involvement. They made more money independent of their involvement. These guys made more money independent of their involvement. These guys made more money independent of their involvement. These guys received more cash flow independent of their involvement. These guys received more cash flow independent of their involvement. These guys receive more cash flow independent of their involvement. These guys receive more cash flow independent of their involvement. And you constantly receive ongoing residual, unavoidable cash flow independent of your involvement. Everybody just did a one-time execution that they're not required to do a week after again, not required to do a day after again, not required to do a month after, a year after, 5 years, 10 years, 50 years. And folks, this just goes on a cycle. Nobody has to wait on any positions because you're receiving from all 10 income levels after you. And our plan of action secures that accounts continue to open. Because think about it. Everybody's only doing this one time. One time. And the one-time execution, it's constantly having accounts open, all independent of their involvement after that they do it. Because you did it, now your 3 did it, and then those folks, their 3 did it one time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I think I painted a pretty good visual on why no one will ever stop receiving money independent of their involvement. Everyone just doing 2 simple steps that's only required one time. It's been my time and pleasure, folks. Okay, as I mentioned, I'm gonna be bringing great content to the community. Definitely. You guys can if you're on my YouTube, hey, smash that like button, hit subscribe. That way you'll be updated on anytime I bring a video to my channel. Okay. Hey man, I'm going full throttle with this. Okay. Follow my lead, guys. Get used to seeing my face. Okay. I'm going to be creating so many millionaires with this platform. Okay. I'm going to be helping so many communities receive ongoing residual cash flow. So many churches, nonprofits, foundations, alumni, fundraisers, schools, hospitals, booster clubs, fraternities, sororities, people looking to get out of debt, people looking to maybe replace their jobs income, people looking to start big real estate projects, buy big real estate ventures and things of that nature. Okay, because now, guys, we're gonna have the ongoing residual cash flow to supply us to get the resources we need for the visions and dreams and goals that we really, really, really should be doing. Okay, but we got to get ongoing cash flow out of the way. Got it? So that's my time, guys. Appreciate you guys chiming in. I got to get on another meeting that I'm doing. But as we like to conclude every time we come together, we just want to see you at the top. We look forward to seeing each and every last one of you cash flowing, baby. Ongoing residual, unavoidable, scalable cash flow. Okay. And also over the top. Take care. God bless.